Hello there. We are back to do another creativity pep talk today. Just gonna take a little sip. Hadn't tasted that yet, but it's pretty good. I made a matcha latte. We're doing another pep talk today to talk specifically about how you and I both are not a productivity or creativity machine, or a book writing machine for that matter either. This video could also be known, I think another appropriate title for it would be Oops, I Did It Again, because I did the thing that I am so inclined to do, which is that I expect myself after one great day of performance to continue to perform that same way for all the days to come. So if you were around here in February, you probably saw that I was doing this 28 days of writing sprints. And it's like, as soon as I have an idea, now that I have a YouTube channel, I'm like, okay, I gotta document it the whole way. I gotta record it, announce it at the beginning, I gotta document it like vlog style, and then I gotta do a recap at the end. And what happened with that challenge was that there was stress about our living situation, and then there was sadness about my childhood cat. I keep referring to him as my childhood cat, but I mean, I'm gonna be 40, so I wasn't a child when we first met, but we did still grow up together. There's just a lot of things, and I couldn't expect myself to perform at the same level. Normally I would be better at being compassionate, but because I had shined this camera, this light on myself, I was like, oh no, I have to perform better. And so, yeah, I worked my way through that. We got to the end of it. And then I immediately was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to expect the bare minimum for myself, which means 2 minutes of writing every day. And I'm going to document that, and that's going to be great. And again, it went really well at the beginning because 2 minutes, that's pretty easy. Yeah, no problem. And I had this little streak tracker an analog one that I made. I made this here where I was like, oh, here's different habits to track and all the days of the month, and I'm going to track them all. Because for some people, it's really motivational to keep a streak going. Here's what I've remembered about myself. Streaks make me want to rebel. So, even if it's something that I enjoy doing, the mere fact that I am keeping track of it, at some point, some part of me just screams, enough is enough. I can't do this. I don't want to do this. And I just dig my heels into the ground, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I won't track it anymore. I don't want to do it. And I was trying to reconcile that because I was like, okay, can I literally not write for 2 minutes a day? Can I literally not, the streak tracker had things on there like eat a protein ball first thing in the morning before coffee. Some very minimal effort things. That was the whole point of it. But still, I was like, I just don't want to do it. And I'm crossing my arms and I don't want to do it. So I think what I realized there, and what I'm sharing it here because I see so many people online talk about how motivational it is to have this streak and how it's easier to do things every day than some days. And I'm like, I'm sure that's true for some people. And also I think this is true. For me, I'm in two minds. There's this one aspect of me that's I love the scientific method and I want to make everything an experiment. And that's why I had videos queued up that I was starting to capture videos. I'm like, okay, I'm doing an experiment of my marketing efforts. And for Q1, I'm going to do this. And Q2, I'm going to do this. And I was changing it actually every month. For January, I did this. For February, I'm doing this. And let's track all the data, the book sales, all this stuff. Oh, another experiment. I'm going to host a giveaway on my website each month, some different book. And I'm going to, track how that affects these growth of these different things. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And there's a part of me that's I love the scientific method and testing different variables. I think it's so super duper cool. And that part is very real. It's always present. I think it is great, valid. But there's this other part of me, which is I don't want to be observed like I'm a freaking rat in a maze. So leave me alone. So the problem is, investigator KC wants to do her experiment. Human KC is yeah, but not with me, right? So I hope that this resonates. I hope that it encourages compassion, self-compassion, because we aren't meant to be observed all the time. We aren't meant to be sharing every single little thought that we're having. And we aren't machines. I think it can be easy to think just because you've written one book or two, or I don't know, 12, you should be able to create a plan and stick to it and execute every single day the same level of output. And that's certainly what investigator Casey or investigator your name here might think. Like, okay, based on past performance, this test subject writes this many words per hour, and so therefore if we schedule this many hours, then this test subject should be able to write this many more books, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget about this human version of you who's like, I'm having a stressful day, or I'm sad about something, or something. I have another responsibility coming up. There's something in my life that I didn't foresee that I need to give my energy and attention to. And this version of you, the human version of you, does not need to feel bad about not meeting the expectations of the superhuman investigator version of you, who's he's more like an alien, like observing human life, going, oh, if I pull this lever, what happens? So yeah, that's essentially the point of this. I'm gonna go through my computer, like my desktop, and delete all the videos that I was saving so that I could, post vlogs of like, oh, I tried giving away a book every month and this is what happened. I tried doing this and this is what happened. I tried doing this and this is what happened, because I feel myself rebelling against it. And that's perfectly fine. I think it's a valid thing to know about myself. I think it could be helpful for you to know about yourself. Are you the sort of person who wants to keep your streak going? Do you like getting the reminders from the Duolingo owl telling you that you better show up and keep that streak? Or are you, deleting the app? What's your reaction to it? And work with that reaction to it instead of expecting yourself to be how you think you should be. Because yeah, there are different and perfectly valid ways to be a human. And I think one of the keys is to listen to the human part of you, as opposed to, the part of you who has just consumed a lot of productivity books and is like, okay, based on all these things I know, this is how it all should work. Because we got to account for all the factors, all the variables. So yeah, I don't have a crystal clear takeaway from this yet. I'm still sitting with it, still combining ingredients to bake into some future insight. But yeah, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about all this. I'm leaning more towards, ritual over routine, over ways to kind of make the process enjoyable rather than make it, a means to an end of creating a product at the end. All I know is that burning yourself out is not the answer, never has been. Hustling is not the path. I'm not going to hustle my way to relaxation and success. And I don't know that you are either. I don't think you're going to hustle yourself into the Zen state of utter sheer bliss. So yeah, how shall we move forward? What do you think? Please do share your thoughts, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks for watching.